over there.
I know. Yours is right on the edge of this now. So if we see this fish here now, it's the only fish you can have a chance at if he comes up, right? Yep, 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 yep. Yep, you're on, you're on. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another day out on the water. Right then, so today you join me out on a club water. We are on Anisavro Reservoir near Newport. Now, club waters is not something I really fish that much, but with this place opening and it's open to day ticket anglers, it was worth a visit. So club waters compared to commercial fisheries are slightly different. A few things to call out basically. Usually a club water is usually a bit larger than your commercial fishery. Usually they stock less because the footfall of anglers is smaller. And usually with a club water, there's a better sense of community than there is maybe at a commercial fishery. So it's early May right now when we've had an abnormally warm weekend. We've had mist this morning and now the sun is starting to break through. We're looking at about 16 degrees today with some northerly winds, just not too strong, probably about 5 or 6 miles an hour. So I'm really excited to get out there and get on the water. So let's talk about the rods. Right then, so setups. So I'm going to go for a 2-rod approach at this time of year. It's May, we can fish naturals from basically end of April through until probably August, September, I would say, and get consistent results. So that's why I've only gone for a 2-rod approach. So we've got the heavier setup, which is still a Maniac 7 weight, new Haley floater, and then on the leader side I've got probably about 18 feet of 6.6 CBC fluorocarbon. I'm going to fish 3 flies on this, and I'm going to actually got right now 3 different dialbachs on. Now, if you know anything about me and nymphs, I firmly believe that dialbach will catch you fish every day of the year if the fish are switched on to nymphs. So that shapes the decision making I've got here. So that's subsurface. And then we've got a single fly approach. So at the moment, there isn't a lot rising. The sun is really starting to push through and it's quite bright. So it might be that we need a couple of hours for the hatch to happen and for the fish to properly come up. So my setup for this is a 6-weight Stilla Maniac. I've got a new Haley floater and then I've got a 20-foot leader. So that 20-foot leader consists of about 12 foot of 6.6 CBC, followed by 4 foot of 5.5 CBC, followed by another 4 foot of 4.4 CBC to the point fly. And I've got 1 fly on and it's a simple olive top hat buzzer. It's about a size 14 or 16 at the moment. It's a 16, I think. Yeah, 16. And I think to start off with, we'll go for the nymphs just because there isn't a lot moving on the top of the water. So let's go for a walk around the lake and find somewhere to fish. Right then, so first spot we're going to start on is the dam. The water in front of us can be relatively deep, but what we've effectively got is your standard dam type scenario. So it ledges off, and on that ledges there's a lot of weed at the moment, which means that we should really be trying to fish our flies quite high in the water. There's the odd fish moving, so I'm not going to rule out putting on the top hat, but I'm going to give like just a quick 5 minutes, chuck 3 nymphs out there, let them sink through the water column and keep the line straight. Now, one of the important things that people overlook sometimes is the use of mucilin on your fly line. It's always worth just chucking on, say, the last 3 to 4 feet of your fly line, some mucilin, so that it keeps that part of the fly line sitting high in the water. And effectively what you're going to have is, you're going to have your leader just hanging off of there then. So it's not too dissimilar to like an indicator in terms of just sitting vertical. With a floating line of mucilin, it's not going to sit directly vertical, but it is going to sit at an angle. What you sometimes need to do as well is that you're trying to watch that take on the end of the fly line. Well, if you're fishing 3, 12s or 10s, buzzers or nymphs, it's going to pull the end of that fly line under the water. And because we've got weed in front of us, I want to try and keep the fly line as high in the water as possible and keep those flies off of the lake bed where I can. So that's the logic. let's go out and chuck a cast out to see if we can get a fish. Right, let's switch to a top hat. So we'll cast it out, we'll give it 10 minutes or so. And if that doesn't work, then we've got the option then of either changing where we're fishing or changing the fly. I'll probably change the fly first, just to see if I can get a rise. And if I can't, then maybe it's a change of spot. Ooh, turned away there. Okay, good start. So either the lead is too thick, the fly is too big, or it's sat wrong in the water. It's not the profile of the fly the fish want. Now, one refusal isn't enough for me to change anything. What I'll do is now I'll bring this fly in, I'll probably re-degrease the leader, and that's it, I'll do for this time. If we get another 2 or 3 refusals, then I need to change something. Just re-degrease the leader after those misses and refusals. Let's see if that has had any impact, shall we? There you go. Told you. So, quick re-degrease, and the first cast, and it works, look. So that just shows the importance. There wasn't anything wrong with the fly, there wasn't anything wrong with the leader. We'd had 2 refusals and 1 take. And quite often, just re-degreasing the leader like that, just seems to settle everything, and then the amount of times it's happened, oh, whoa, come straight toward me now. The amount of times it's happened when I've had a refusal, just gone on and re-degreased the leader and had a fish on the first cast straight after. There's no coincidence in that. Oh, right then. Well, there you go. So we start off with nymphs, 3 jowls. I had 1 take, but I wasn't really feeling it. I could see a few fish cruising high in the water, so I quickly switched onto the top hat. First 2 fish were refusals, then we had a take, and then we had a couple more refusals. So I just re-degreased the leader, and on the first cast the fish takes it. I'll show you this fish on camera, and then we'll get him back.
Nothing.
Odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. There you go. That's testament to how strong the fish are here. That fish is absolutely running away. Oh, look at that jump. And that typical rise, just head and tail come up and the fly disappears. He is running. Can't really do much with him. That is arguably the best thing about this time of year but with fishing, is that all these fish, they've been in the winter slumber, there's so much food available to them that they're just full of energy. And on a lake like this, because it's relatively big, the fish will just run out. They won't go deep necessarily, they'll just run out. So you can be down to your back in before you know it. And there you go. Second fish to the top hat. Oh. And as you can see, nice slender fish. Probably an older fish. Just wet your hands and we'll get him back in the water. Let's give here a try, shall we? Ooh. Oh, he took that, missed him. I don't know how I missed him, but I did. And again. And again. Right, the fish don't want to cull. I'm just getting refusal after refusal. So I think they're coming up and then turning away. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Just when I was thinking of going back to a top hat from a cull, this happens. There we go. Lovely. And there you go, look, see? You can see the fly in his mouth there. Right there. You get the fly out of his mouth. And we'll get him back. Right then, I think it's safe to say that dries and top hats are the way to go today. Even though you've got this bright sun beaming down, we've got just enough of a ripple that's allowing these fish to feed confidently in the surface film. There's obviously a big buzzer hatch on as well, so it's no surprise that they're coming up and taking those flies. So, what I've done there now, I did switch to a cull just to see if it would work, and we had a couple of refusals first off. There were 2 or 3 fish that came up and turned away. It looked like they'd taken it, but actually what I've learned from filming over the years is that I filmed close-up takes sometimes, and it looks like the fish is taking it, but what actually is happening is it's coming up and it's refusing it right at the last second, even when it's in the motion of bringing its head out of the water. So I think that's what happened, but then saying that, the fish took it then straight after. So we'll continue with that CDC for the next 10 minutes or so. If nothing happens with that, then we'll go back to a top hat style buzzer. Ooh, that's a better fish. Absolutely nailed that. Yes. These fish fight hard, well above their weight. There you go. Lovely strong fish. A bit chubbier than the others. Put a new cull on, because that fish absolutely mangled my last one. So the benefit here is the fact we've got such a good wind. The fish will take far more confidently with a breeze like this. Casting is still a bit of a nightmare here, just because there's like the room I've got behind me. But there's enough there to get the fly to turn over, which is the important part. In that middle channel you want it. About 15 yards, there we go, 15 yards out. That's where the fish are, going up and down. Oh, and we lost him. Fly is still on. Unfortunately, he just came off. Check it back out there now, let's see. If we can find another fish, I'll come up. There you go. There we go. Just coming up and over the fly. And that telltale rise that they do. And there you go. That's number 5. The fly's fallen out, so we don't need to touch this fish or unhook him or anything. Just another strong fish here at this club water, but we'll get him back. And off he goes. So that fly has caught us a fish. We now need to treat the fly again and treat the line. So some loon top ride, just to dry out the CDC fibres. And then also some fuller's earth to degrease the leader effectively. Oh, there you go. There you go. The fish that are down in this corner. It's not that deep, it's probably about 7-8 foot. And what you've basically got is a lot of weeds, so there must be a good hatch of buzzers just coming off here that are keeping these body of fish in this corner of this lake. The wind is also blowing in, so if there's weed beds further up and they're coming weeds and the buzzers are coming off, all the shucks and everything is being pushed down into this corner. It's always worth following the wind at this time of year. Well, we'll get this fish in now, show you him. We'll show you him on camera and then we'll try somewhere else. There you go. Well, there you go, look. The fishing so far has been excellent and it's mainly been on the top. We started off in flat calm fishing top hats. We've come down now into a bay with a heavy wind pushing into it and we're just fishing a small size 18 CDC, a yellow owl. Now you'll all know that I love a yellow owl and it works at every fishery you go to. And this is probably I think it's number 6 we've had now. And it's arguably the nicest looking fish we've had. So I'll get him in front of the camera and then we'll make a move off of these fish. I want to explore a different part of the lake. Right then, we've come to an opposite corner of the lake now. And there's quite a few feeding fish on this side. So we won't change anything. Stick to what we have already been fishing. And we'll see how it goes. Oh, there you go. First cast. And he hammered that. And the fly's still there. Thought I got snapped then, but nope. The fly is still on. And again. There he goes, look at that. Obviously this is where all the fish are. Or where there's a big abundance of fish, I should say. Oh, these fish fight strong. Because of how shallow it is here, they can't go down. The only thing they can go is go out. And that's why you get these big runs. There you go. Wet our hands. And then get the fly out. Oh, the fly's in the net already, perfect. That's the beauty of barbless. As the fly is already out, you can just let him go straight away. And there he goes. Just try and cast on the edge here now. There's 1 or 2 fish moving there. There you go. Just on the edge here. Fish coming up this margin effectively. Casted the fly about 5 foot in front of him. Straightened out perfectly and then bang. There we go. Finally. You alright? Say again? If I can offer you some advice, come off of there, come down here. Wind makes a massive difference with dry fly fishing. So I'd come where I am. I'm leaving now, I've had my 8. But if you come over here, I'll give you the fly and everything. There you go, look, so that's fish number 8. And we'll get him straight back. and off he swims. So there's a gentleman now just going to come round and offer him some advice on what we're doing, how the leader and the rod is set up, so that he gets a better chance at his fish with his young boy. Okay, let's take that off. What pound leader is this?
5.
5. Okay, hold that. Come with me a little bit. I'm going to attach 5 pound of Rio onto this, okay?
Yeah.
The reason for that is Rio is probably slightly less diameter. And when you're fishing dry fly, diameter is everything effectively, okay? So the fish here are taking very, very small flies, okay?
Okay.
Are you fishing today?
Oh, so.
You had one, didn't you? But you lost him.
Yeah.
Woke you up a bit, didn't it?
Do you want to have a go on my rod?
No, no.
Sure?
You can't cast yet. I do the casting for you.
Well, Dad fishes, I'll help you cast if you want.
Yeah, want to do that?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, so fly is on, lead is on. This is degreaser, right? So after every single fish, or if you get refusals, it usually means there's one of 3 things wrong. Wrong fly, wrong size of fly, or leader's not presented correctly. So that could be either that the leader is too thick, so it's too big a leader, or the fish can see the leader on top of the water. So we're degreased, so that's that done. And there's only one more final thing to do then. Let's just kink the CDC up. Cast it out, leave it there, right?
Okay, yep.
Go for it. Right, if you come with me. Oh. Right, if a fish takes this, I'm going to lift into it, okay? So you take hold of the rod. So, you see where can you see a little dot out there?
Yeah.
See a little spot out there?
Yeah.
That's the fly, okay?
Yeah.
So the fish comes up over it. You're going to, with your right hand, you're going to lift into it, okay?
Yeah.
All we're waiting for the fish that are coming up here to swim up this line. I know. Yours is right on the edge of this now. So if we see this fish here now, it's the only fish you can have a chance at if he comes up, right? Yep, you're on. Let him run. Oh, you okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Put your glasses back on now. Oh, unlucky boy. So if a fish takes it, okay, you have to let him run, right? So you were holding the rod like that, which is perfect. You set the hook, and then you kept your fingers on this line.
Yeah.
What these fish are going to do, they're going to run. So what you want to do is you want to let your fingers go, and either hold it like that, quite relaxed, and then we'll get him on the reel next time, right?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Let's get another one, shall we? He snapped us there, so I'll need another fly. Don't worry. We'll get another one now. Right, so I'll pretend to be a fish, right? So if you gently, say the fish has taken right now, lift into it. Okay, now I'm on. See your right hand, there we go. Relax your hand, and then when it's on the reel, you can relax the line, relax your hands. It's fine, the reel will do the work for you. So the reel will do the work, and then if I say, oh, the fish is coming towards you, reel in. You want to try and keep as much, wrong way. That's the way, keep lining in. And if the fish has a pull again, just leave go. Do you get what I mean? And that's all it is. So at the beginning, you can use your hand to hold it, but the minute that fish is going to run, and it's going to run pretty quickly straight away, you can just relax a little bit. All right? Okay, you've got a couple of fish coming up here now, so these are the kind of fish that might take your fly now, right? Yep. Okay, relax the line. Relax. Keep going. That's it. Great. Well done. Right, if he wants to run, you let him run, okay? But if he's coming closer, reel in. So start reeling. Okay. He's going to run shortly now. So just be ready to relax your hand on that reel. So let him go, okay? You're doing really, really well. Keep reeling in. You want to keep that rod bent. See the rod? Keep it bent unless he wants to run. Keep going. Okay, he's gonna run now, I think. Just see what he does. You've got control of this. This is all you, not me. Okay, reel in, reel in, reel in. Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. The other way, other way. Good boy. Well done. Well done. Okay. Okay, relax, let him go, let him go. Perfect. There you go. Reel. Okay. Steady. Okay, you don't want to go again, I think. Okay, let him go. He's going to push to go here now. Let him run. Great, well done. You've got it now, you've nailed it. There you go. Good fight there. Okay, so if you step back a little bit and walk with me, I'll come with you. Keep reeling in. Dad will be there to net the fish for you. If he wants to go, let him go. Okay. What we'll now do is, right, you don't need to reel him in anymore. Dad will be on hand. We'll step back now, so you step back with me. Don't worry about it. What's that flow? Oh, oh, Dad got him. Oh, well done, look. Well done. Hey, well done. Well done. Keep fishing the water, but there, look. Well done. Do you want to go have a look at the fish? Oh, there he goes. There he goes. That always happens on camera. Always does. Well, well done, Dylan. Well done. Well done. You beat Dad. Oh, right then. So that is the end of the day, and what a day we had. So Rhys was the answer all day. Effectively fishing CDCs or top hats, very small and on very light leader when these fish were coming up and you were getting them. And it's a raw, lovely fishery, full of fish. The amount of fish moving in that bay behind me right now is insane. Highlight of the day was getting Dylan a fish on the dries as well, which was great to see. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. My name is Rhys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.